have to go 7:40 to 51, I think. You mind if I do a quick little intro for my video? I just wanted to film my start to the journey. Here with Billy, and about to leave the Bell Fountain Baptist Church. So we got about an hour or so, I don't know, as close as he can take me to where we're going to catch the ferry. And it goes, is that where we're heading, or no? That's like south?
No, that goes into Moss Point, which then goes into Pascagoula.
Oh, south, yeah. That's where Alvin said he met his wife at a restaurant. Not the Kumi.
I've been a couple of times to the northeast, but never really associated a lot with any of the folks. But I pretty much stay in the south my whole life.
I think a lot of people were forced down here, or then there was a battle between the north and the south, so there is a divide naturally in our country.
Yep, there certainly is that.
Drive 3.
We're gonna start heading south now.
Yes.
We are we're going south now. And what town were we just in?
I don't know.
So we're finding out that Billy is a real hometown guy because he doesn't know where we are, but luckily the GPS.
Bellingraph Road.
So we're going down to the ferry. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cross over the bridge to Dauphin Island. My read, so if y'all can see, it's still snow out here, and the roads were icy back on that in the shade of where we were just at. I figure the sun, if we stay in the sun, which most south will be because there's no trees really on the, so I'm going to Fort Morgan Road, and that's a 40-minute ferry ride from Dauphin Island, which we're going to try to get as close to Dauphin Island, catch the ferry, go across the ferry, land on Fort Morgan, and then head east toward Presidio Bay. I have to jot north into Pensacola, back to the water, and my read, Billy and I were just talking, and my heart is just beating because there's still, the clouds are keeping the cold in, and the cold it's all staying cold, and the ice isn't going to melt for probably another couple hours.
Yeah, it's still 34 degrees.
So it's still, I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit kind of pushing me into the wilderness sort of deal, or stupidity. I told my friends and I told the audience, Billy, that I had one last wave on the horizon, one last opportunity to cross America, because otherwise I would have gotten stuck on the west side of America. And for a Yankee like me from New England, that's not where I'm from. It's just different, so different. So I'm getting back to my friend, and then on to New England. Oh, Billy, what I was going to tell you is I'm on episode 46. This is episode 46. So it took me 50 days. That's 46 episodes from San Diego to here. And so what I want to do is I want to put one episode out every week for a year. And then I'll film my trip from Tallahassee to New England, and that's another year. And then when I live up in New England, so I'll have 2 years in New England that people will think I'm on the road. And then I'm gonna build a house or renovate a house for fun, and work a job and just live a quiet life for a couple years, and then probably go back to the bike ministry. Do you have any advice for me? Do you have any advice for me? Do you have any advice for me?
Oh, in what regard?
To maybe traveling.
Yeah, stay warm. Be careful.
Yeah. Hey, so I biked across America. I lived in Austin for a few months. His name was Jalen. Became a really good friend of mine. He saw me bike across America a couple different times, and engaged with me again. And we talked about art, and we talked about film, and
Now, turn
he
right.
was so proud, I could tell, of my traveling and what I was accomplishing on an art Americana level, and he really encouraged me in that way. So the last time I was in Austin, I visited him after going down to San Diego. I was on my way back, and I left him.
Drive 8 miles.
I said goodbye, and then my heart was hurting. Like, I was sad, and I wanted to know his opinion about, hey, what do you do with that sort of emotion? You know, like, my heart breaks for people sometimes. He said, well, maybe you're a bit of an empath, and I believe God's given me the gift of sympathy and empathy and just kind of putting myself in somebody's shoes. And he said, well, you need to find a way to turn that into art. And so the same way applies to whether I had that confrontation with that guy in the restaurant. I turned on my camera. Right now, you know, you mentioned the ice again. I'm literally, you know, I feel like really numb in my hands. I'm very scared, but I thought, let me make it into a film. That's the whole point of filming it, is to make it.
Right. See, we've gotten into open marshland now, so there's no trees.
Oh man! So there's no ice
No
liable,
ice on the road, so
but definitely snow.
this is like the daggone jumping off point of the world. Hey, I don't think I've ever been down there. There's a bridge over there.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Oh, that's where we're going. That separates. That's the island over there. And so the only way off the island is either by bridge or by ferry. So
But you're not going to the island.
yes, I have to catch the ferry from Dauphin Island.
So you're catching a ferry to the island and then a ferry from the island?
No, well, as close as you can take me to Dauphin Island. That bridge separates the mainland of Alabama to Dauphin Island, across the bay there. So if you could take me as close as you can to that bridge, or
So you're wanting to get to that bridge?
yeah, the ferry goes off from right over there on the far end. So as close to that point that you're willing to take me. Yeah. This is me trying to get as close, because I mean it's gonna be cold anyway. But I appreciate Billy, appreciate the church, Bell Fountain Baptist, for giving me a place to wait out the weather. And after 5 days, I go into Dauphin Island. So bicyclists who cross the country can either come up through here and go west, or go over through Mobile, go west. How comfortable are you taking me? How close are you comfortable taking me to the ferry?
Well, I mean, as long as there's not ice, I can. And these other cars aren't making it okay. It's fine. Looks like we're fine so far.
Okay, cool. This would have been impassable on a bicycle, I'll tell you that.
I think I'm gonna put it in four-wheel drive. I don't know if that's ice or not.
So I read a journal entry where somebody was telling me how difficult this was to bike over this bridge in a windstorm when it was super windy.
You wouldn't have made it up this in ice. There's no way. I don't care if you had four-wheel drive or not. If this was iced over, you wouldn't go over.
Wow, this is going to be an episode to remember, Billy. I'll tell you what, for years to come, when I'm old and dying, I will forever remember how stupid I was.
Yeah, I think I might have chosen a different path.
Oh man, but this isn't for me anymore. You know, it's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. This film is for the audience. This is for people. I don't know how long I'm gonna live, you know?
Today could be it.
Today could be it, and this, hopefully I can put this episode out. But I just want people to, you know, with any time you have in your life, spend it with the Lord. Spend it getting to know Jesus and getting to know your neighbors, and not being afraid, taking God at His word. Be bold, love deeply everybody you can. Don't waste any time, and stay off your cell phones, and hug somebody today. You got any final words?
No, I'm just trying to watch this road as close as I can with one eye.
You know, the audience is gonna fight for Billy here. They're gonna be like, Caleb, man, turn that phone off and spend time with Billy.
Prepare to turn left in half a mile.
You know, this trip wouldn't have been worth it if at some point we all weren't holding our breath. And Billy, can you say today you've held your breath?
I have been very concentrated on the path.
Oh, look at that house. That's the best way to live life, y'all. It kind of looks like Ocean Springs a little bit.
Drive 1.5.
We can't drive much further. We're going to be in the water.
Yeah. So we're driving down the main road to the ferry. So there's, I gotta get off this ferry, I'll tell you. I gotta get off this island, I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna die here. Throw my body in the water if I do.
At least the crabs can live off of it.
Yeah, that's right. I'll contribute a little bit. You don't think it's a sin for other animals to eat us? You don't think
No.
that? No?
I really don't, because they don't know.
Oh yeah, and they're cleaning up this.
They operate by instinct.
And you are not your body. I am not my body.
No. Once we put this on the ground, that's
Yeah, this ain't
how you choose to dispose of it.
right. Yeah, right.
It's going to be new when it comes out.
This is almost getting PG-13. We should curb the conversation. Making me sad. Wow, what a cool sight! The palm trees and the snow.
And you're sure this thing is running?
Yeah, they said. Well, yesterday it was running. So.
It was running yesterday. It sure to be running today.
They postponed yesterday's rides until noon, and so today I went on Facebook and they posted last night about 10 p.m. They said 8:30 or 8 o'clock and 8:45 are canceled.
I don't even know what's the idea of running this thing right now. I mean, why? Just take the other route.
Well, I guess.
Prepare to turn left in half a mile, then arrive at your destination on the right.
If people are like me and don't want to go through over the bridge or through Mobile, then I mean, I feel a little entitled. I mean, I bet people feel entitled. They pay tax dollars for this sort of thing. Like, if it can run, and then I want to take it. It's even just to take it. I want to go to lunch at Fort Morgan somewhere.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Lackawanna Coast
very
Connection.
closed.
Then arrive at your destination on the right.
All right, y'all. So it's right now it's saying ferry closed, and that would be a sad thing. But I think these cars are coming off of the ferry. So where would I go? What would I do?
Now turn left.
Turn left. Okay, I guess. Oh, this must be the ferry.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I should at least unload the bike because I'm gonna stay here until a ferry runs anyway. And maybe I can ask somebody, "Hey, is the ferry running?" So Billy's using the restroom. I gotta figure out if this is a ferry. Get my bike out. Excuse me, I have a quick question. I'm riding my bike across the country, and I was hoping to take a ferry.
Yeah, we'll start running at 9:30.
Okay, and then is this the ferry?
Yeah.
And then where do I buy a ticket? Where he's headed?
No, at the end of that queuing area where the fence is, there's a booth all the way down there.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can just circle back around.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll walk down to this dock. This is sick. Yeah, so we're along the water now. That's for a fact. This reminds me of Presidio Bay and staying where we're staying tonight, and then where we'll travel tomorrow. We're kind of on the water now. We're here to stay, well, at least until Destin, and then I think I'm gonna head due east through mainland Florida. So It's leaving at 9:30, and we have to buy. I buy a ticket down at the end of the gate. I guess there's a booth kind of beyond the sign that said closed.
Oh, okay.
So it's $6. So if we can spin back around, I was going to use the restroom first, and then
Okay, well, that's on the back side of that blue purple building there.
upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs. It's
Yeah.
probably only upstairs. Okay, cool. Then I'll meet you back here, or meet you over there, or whatever.
Okay. You gonna leave your bike right there?
Yeah, I feel it's going to be safe.
Hello. Hello. He's taking his bicycle on the ferry.
It's up there already.
Yeah, just one person on a bicycle.
Yeah, I can go out and wait. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna head on back.
Cool. Man, it's been so nice. Well, I mean, you were just talking about how fast it goes, and I mean, it just seems like yesterday I pulled up before the storm.
Yeah, time does. Life goes by quickly. Hang on to it as long as you can.
Thank you.
All right, Cal.
Yeah, let me get my cat real quick. All right, I'm for sure calling this the barrel emergence. So seeing all of the birds so active, and it's warm now, the sun's out, and we're reaching the other side of Mobile Bay. So as close as we are now to Florida, one state away, just a sliver of Alabama. Tomorrow we'll be in Florida. So yeah, it'll be 3 more days after today to Tallahassee, if everything goes according to plan. But this is the end of the cold, the end of the barrel. The celebration that was in the first episode is about here to come. So it's definitely a lot warmer over here, and the water is different. It's like there's a beach. So this is so cool. It appears that they've built a fort back, I don't know if it was Civil War times or when it was, but Fort Morgan here, state historic site, and they've got like rooms and stuff underneath the earth, so it's pretty cool. We've already covered so much ground today. So I got a 55 mile, it was about an hour and 10 minutes is what I say, 70. It was 55-mile ride from Billy this morning. And then the ferry probably took us another, I don't know, 30 miles. I can't really tell. It took 40 minutes. And so it's like we're in Ocean Springs, but you can tell it's getting a lot more tropical. And so to be able to ride this ride with the snow, it's actually one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm gonna cherish this trip today. This is gonna be really cool. I can't really express how cool it is to see snow on the sandy beaches of Florida. Oh, sorry. Man, I just pulled over because we're close to I don't know if this is the Intercoastal Waterway or what this is, but it's more of a bay. This is on the north side of the shore of the ocean. It's kind of more south now, but I really did want to see snow on top of sand. That's something I've always wanted to see in my life, so I'm glad that I could share that with y'all. One of the best days of my life. This is so beautiful. After 5 days off, today we've done 40 miles, just over 4 hours, and I'm about half an hour from Lucy and Wayne's place. They live on Perdido Bay, so I'm going south a little bit right now, a little out of my way. Tomorrow I'll backtrack 5 miles and head east toward Pensacola, but yeah, thought I would close out the ride. Beautiful country road. So I'll tell you guys more when we get to our destination. And Wayne might be able to take me into east of here tomorrow. Hey, Wayne.
Welcome.
Hey, thank you. We've made it back safely.
Hey, kitty cat. Lucy's in a meeting somewhere, and she'll be back. She says she'll be back by 4.
Okay, she told me 5, so
Okay. Well, come on in. Do what you do.
I can just kind of let myself in. You think downstairs like I did last time?
You want me to open that door down
Oh,
there?
that'd be cool.
I'm glad to do it.
Okay, I'll meet you down there.
Okay.
The snow is nice for a change, huh?
Well, yeah. Yesterday we were 7 inches on the ground.
And yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna set her up in the bedroom to start.
Well, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I will stay out of your way. That keeps us out of trouble anyhow. My feet are cold, and I'm going to put some shoes on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the only thing I was gonna ask was, would it be possible to get a ride tomorrow?
To where?
I guess as far east as possible.
Far east.
Yeah, I'm heading east. I only have 200 more miles to my destination, and then I can spend 2 weeks at my friend's house.
Oh, that would be nice. Well, I think my schedule's open, so I may be able to do it. And or Lucy's schedule. One of us can probably take care of that. But what are we talking about? An hour or 2?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, 2 hours would be really cool, but anything that you're fine with.